Beijing's cooks use every last morsel of nature's bounty to create a menu that has countless thousands of dishes. Here it seems that everything can be made into something. In one of Beijing's largest restaurants, 100 chefs are working the evening shift. Noodles are being lovingly prepared by hand, while terrapins and turtles are being boiled in savory stock and then served with a spicy sauce. Snakes are being skinned, chopped, and deep fried. Larvae and grubs follow them into the same pan. And chefs prepare cuts that would horrify a typical Westerner. For the Chinese, it is the fish's head that is the greatest delicacy, the fish's cheeks the daintiest bite. The citizens of Beijing put food at the center of every social occasion, and also professional life. For no deal can be sealed without a banquet to celebrate. But Beijing is not just China's culinary capital. It is also the ancient political heart of China. At its center stands the Forbidden City. The Forbidden City is an extraordinary complex of over 800 palaces, temples, and halls. For 5 centuries, it was home to China's mighty emperors and the center of all government and rule. As well as home to the emperor, the Forbidden City was barracks and arsenal, the home of the elite imperial bodyguard. And here, the emperor's skilled workers developed weapons of immense sophistication and craftsmanship. Most extraordinary was the Chinese military bow. Light, durable, immensely accurate, and powerful. Even today, the skills of China's elite imperial bowmakers are viewed with awe and admiration. Just one man has managed to keep alive their knowledge in the 21st century. Knowledge that almost cost him his life. Yang Fusi is the last in 17 generations of imperial bowmakers.
Every craft has its own secrets, which must not be revealed to outsiders. In fact, the whole process of making a bow involves nearly 200 steps.
But all of Yang Fusi's knowledge and skill was almost lost forever. In 1966, Chairman Mao stood on the balcony of the Forbidden City and declared a cultural revolution. He ordered that everything old and traditional was to be obliterated. Regiments of Red Guards swept across the country in an orgy of destruction. And anyone associated with learning and the arts or crafts became a target for humiliation and even execution. Beijing's ancient guild of bowmakers were a prime target.
I was 8 when the Cultural Revolution started. I still remember it vividly. No one who experienced that period can forget about that nightmare.
Yang Fuxi's family lost everything, except for just one bow that the family managed to preserve at extraordinary risk.
We broke it in half. We wrapped the broken bow in oil paper and stuffed it into the wood pile to hide it from the Red Guards. If someone had pointed to us alleging that we had hidden a bow in our house, the whole family would have been executed as a result of that allegation. And this is no exaggeration. It was as if everyone had gone insane, totally mad.
It was 2 decades before the bitter legacy of the Cultural Revolution began to fade. 2 decades before Yang Fuxi dared to repair that one remaining bow, and to persuade his father to teach him how to make bows himself.
The best part of the whole process is when you are just about to fit the string on the bow. Up until that moment, you simply cannot know how the bow will turn out. But the moment I see a beautiful bow come into being, there are no words that can truly express my feelings of happiness in that moment. Many people ask me why I continue to protect the craft of bow making and what use are my bows in this modern world. It's a question of continuity. A bow is not just a bow. It is history and culture. Its value goes far beyond a bow.
If there is one single monument to Chinese history and culture, it is, of course, the Great Wall. "600 years ago, the emperors of the Ming Dynasty decided to close off the entire northern border of China. Behind 4,000 miles of massive brick and earth battlements, 1 million laborers were put to work building through some of the most hostile and mountainous terrain on Earth. They built a wall wide enough for 5 horses to ride abreast along its length, while 1,000 garrison towers accommodated over 100,000 troops. China's wall still stands as one of mankind's greatest achievements. But 6 centuries on, the same sense of scope and ambition that built the Great Wall is again being felt across China. There are currently more construction projects in China than anywhere else in the world. Vincent Lo is a man at the heart of this building boom. One of the wealthiest men in China, he owns a construction empire that stretches from one end of the country to the other.